Honorable Finance Minister Shri Arun Jaitley ji, someone whom I've looked up to all my political career as India's beacon light of intelligence, integrity, and innovation, and somebody who has shown the world how India can go to the next level of development in the most inclusive fashion, focusing on both structural improvements and taking care of the welfare of the people of India. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us this evening. Shri Suresh Prabhu, another leader from the power sector who initiated the first wave of reform in the power sector when he was power minister in the early 2002-2003 period. Somebody who has advised our ministry, the Ministry of Power and New and Renewable Energy, in bringing out new policy, new regulatory framework, and helping us integrate the three ministries. Thank you very much, Suresh ji, for all that you have done for our working and for setting the roadmap for our work. Shri Prakash Javadekar, the most proactive environment minister India has seen in a long time. We both come from Maharashtra, and he has done Maharashtra and India proud with his active support to infrastructure development, also to the power sector. I do hope we will continue to receive his support for the renewable energy industry to progress faster. Shri Arvind Panagaria ji, the Vice Chairman of the Niti Aayog, who brings with him very, very rich experience from the United States and comes with a very progressive bent of mind to take India out of the depth of poverty and take it to the new levels of growth that India truly deserves. Shri Deepak Dasgupta, Shri Upendra Tripathi ji, a very distinguished audience before me, delegates from both within India and international delegates, speakers, panelists, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being with us this evening. I have attended maybe hundreds of conferences. I've organized several of them all through my life, but I have yet to come across a valedictory session on the evening of the third day where we have a house like this. And this is truly a reflection of the importance that all of you have given to renewable energy, to new and better ways to make India energy secure, to bring about a cleaner and greener source of energy for India. And the energy that I've seen in all of you in the last 3 days, I am sure will translate into fulfilling the vision of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi to lead the world in terms of green and clean energy, to show the world the right path, not out of any compulsion, not out of any pressure, but because it is an article of faith with the Prime Minister, because it is something he's deeply passionate about, something he believes in, and something the entire government of India today is working together to make it happen, to make it a grand success. We have all heard his inspirational talk day before yesterday. He's got a track record of championing renewable energy in his own state of Gujarat, right from the earliest stages when solar energy was very new, when wind was just coming into action. We have seen him combat climate change from the front, leading from the front. And in a manner of speaking, what the Vice President Al Gore's message was, and what he wrote about and highlighted to the world in terms of the inconvenient truth, Prime Minister Modi had shown the world convenient action to make this happen, to make climate change really be fought with the kind of vigor, with the kind of actual action on the ground, which has been unparalleled in the world history. I believe if we look back, what Mahatma Gandhi ji had done during the freedom movement, converting it from a movement of the elite class to a movement which involved the people of India, to make it an inclusive movement where every citizen of India participated to give us our much cherished and valued freedom. The time has come to make renewable energy also an inclusive agenda of India's policy, India's growth, India's future energy security. And I do hope the deliberations over the last 3 days will set the tone for all of us to go back to our respective states, to our respective cities, towns and villages, take the message of renewable energy to every person in India. And I am confident with the active participation of all of you, we will make this a people's movement. We will make renewable energy a part of the DNA of India. And we will see how we can make the lives of our future generations far better, cleaner, lives which are looking after the health and leaving behind a better planet to live in for the future generations. We have plans for farmers in terms of a massive rollout of solar pumps. We have plans for women to be involved in this movement with clean biomass-powered cook stoves. We have plans for a massive rollout of rooftop solar. There are plans to get the educated unemployed involved as soldiers of the solar movement, helping them set up microgrids, off-grid solutions in the solar and wind space. And certainly, the end outcome that we are all working for is universal access of power, is access at affordable prices, quality access of power to every citizen, every resident of the country, to make India truly diesel generator free, make Indians' lives truly moving towards a better prosperity and meeting the aspirations of the people of India. After the conference that we've just had, the Reinvest 2015, it will not be out of place to say that renewable energy is now a part of the mainstream plans of India's energy. It is no more relegated to second place. It is the mainstream of India's energy progress, of India's energy future. I'm extremely delighted to inform all of you, we had 2,860 delegates from nearly 42 countries participating in this conference, a record of sorts. 202 speakers spoke at several sessions. We had 4 plenary sessions, 12 parallel sessions that were held during the last 3 days, and nearly 40 international speakers from 29 countries. The exhibition, runaway success. I had an occasion to visit every stall in the exhibition, and I must compliment all the exhibitors for showcasing India's strength, India's prowess, and bringing out 118 exhibitors from 7 countries who really made the exhibition a grand success. Finally, we had 200 global investors and people from the field of finance, all of whom have come up with very innovative financing solutions on which we shall work as the days go forward. Energy ministers from 9 states showcased their state's policy, state strengths, special incentives, and what they have as an offering for renewable energy. The sessions that were held on Make in India, financing renewable energy, the state sessions on wind offshore and onshore, biomass, small hydro, decentralized generation, energy storage, smart grids, rooftops, new technologies, international experiences. I believe all of these sessions have left each one of us enriched, empowered, and ready to go for a much brighter future for renewable energy. We have received commitments of nearly 266,000 megawatt, far in excess of our own ambitious plans. I have spoken to most of the persons and companies who have given those commitments, and I am going to hold each one of them responsible for meeting these commitments. In the session this morning, I have even given them a 1-week window that if you are not going to meet it, please tell me now in the next 1 week, because we are not going to take these as mere promises and commitments. If the Honorable Prime Minister believes in this as an article of faith, I believe all of us in this room will also look at this as an article of faith for each one of us to meet our own commitments. And I would urge each one of you to take this as a mission that we are all going to fulfill together. On my part, I assure you the complete support and alignment of interests of all stakeholders in this room and outside to ensure that each one of you prospers as you bring prosperity to the people of India. To take this dialogue forward, we are ensuring that the financing aspect will be duly taken into consideration, and I'm personally going to be focusing on developing better and more innovative ways to make renewable energy cheaper, close to grid parity, ensure that there's adequate fund flow. I'm happy to say that we already have commitments from bankers, investors and financiers for 78,000 megawatt financing commitments in the next 5 years. And as we build up a more robust policy framework, as the Honorable Finance Minister comes up with more stable policy and gives confidence to all of us in this budget that we are going to have a long-term roadmap for renewable energy, I'm sure there'll be much more money coming into this sector. To make these plans successful, we have two particular plans in place. We are going to have monthly working sessions with the various states of India so that developers and states can work in partnership. We will have a 6-monthly review at my level to ensure that policies are actually implemented on the ground. And the MNRE will work actively in identifying the infrastructure requirements and debottlenecking to make sure that each one of you and the manufacturers, particularly in India, can take their plans aggressively forward. Finally, I must mention that the Honorable Prime Minister has left behind a task for us to bring together the 50-odd solar-rich countries. And we are going to take this on as our responsibility to build a federation of countries which work in the solar field, which have interests in solar, which have a potential to become renewable energy masters of renewable energy countries. And we're going to work with the World Economic Forum. We're going to work with IRENA to build up a consortium of renewable energy countries in the days ahead. I would look for your continued support to make the renewable energy story in India a true success, a grand success, and make India the renewable energy capital of the world. Thank you very much for being a part of this conference. Let us set new benchmarks of action, time-bound action and success as we all rewrite the history of renewable energy together. Thank you very much, Honorable Finance Minister, for being with us. And thank you, each one of you, for your active participation, for all your wonderful suggestions, for all your criticism that I've taken, and all the action that we all will work together. Thank you.